Unreal. Unreal. Hey, namaskar everyone. How are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're going to stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. I am in St. Augustine, Florida, which claims to be, and it possibly could be, the oldest city in the United States. St. Augustine, Florida. Do you hear this behind me? This is crazy. The sounds are insane here. The sign behind me, right? How crazy is that? Do not feed the alligators. Little treat for you today. I keep looking. I'm using my cell phone tonight, so I gotta look in the right direction here. Just pause for a minute. Do you even hear that? That is insane. That's crazy. Wow. That's awesome. Little treat for you today though, okay? It's going on midnight. I'm in St. Augustine. I just pulled in a few hours ago. I'm headed down to like Melbourne area in Florida to see my sons. Whether it's a good idea or not a good idea, I am gonna walk the street of St. George, St. Augustine, and show you what the street looks like at night when no one's around. Now I will say there's some homeless people out, there's some crackheads out, there's some druggies out. So, you know, kind of got to be a little cautious, but it is so awesome when there's nobody out and you can see this just by itself, just with the buildings and everything else. So if you're ready to do that, if you're ready for today's adventure, tonight's adventure,
Are we ready?
we are ready. I suggest you get off the couch, you get ready, and let's go. All right, I am walking the streets of St. Augustine here at midnight. And check this out, check this cemetery out. So if you go back to like 1821, you should remember the yellow fever epidemic, right? Look at that, man. And there's, let me get over here so you can see this better. So this cemetery right here was actually a plot for that whole yellow fever epidemic. Some really cool stuff. Actually, you can't see, you know what, if you can pause that and read it, that would be awesome, because that tells a little story of how this plot of land was set aside for that purpose and whatnot. But check out some of the plots, like with the, now it is locked, so I don't know if I can get in there any other way. Maybe they open this up at a certain time of day or whatever. But the gated plots and everything, and look at that one over there, right? Spooky. Seriously, at night too. And I will tell you that they do have ghost tours that go along here in St. Augustine. This is a very haunted city. So keep that in mind, and that's why that's kind of why I wanted to walk around at this time of day, or this time of night, I guess I should say. But right here is where our journey is going to begin. And you know what? Hopefully nothing happens, because I am being serious, man. I was down here earlier, and I have been here in the past, and there is some homeless people here. There is some druggies back here. There's some crackheads and everything else back here. But this was like the safe haven of St. Augustine. This was the old city. This is the street of St. George. This is what I'm about to show you tonight. Look up there in the corner or the right, there's the moon shining down. on the city streets. These are the original gates of St. Augustine right here. Now, I don't know if we're gonna see some orbs flying through this video. I have no idea. Very haunted city, very haunted city. But let's walk the streets of St. George at midnight. Now, I will say, man, this is great. I mean, look at the architecture here. It's all that Spanish revival architecture. Okay, there is nobody on the streets, I will tell you that right now. When we get down here a little further, we're probably going to pick up some people on the streets and whatnot. But oh man, this is great over here. Oh wow, this is so awesome. Is nobody here. There's nobody on the streets here on St. George. There's a St. George Inn, and you look over all these corridors. There's a fountain down there. You can hear every sound imaginable. Every sound imaginable you can hear right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is, I don't know if you had never been to St. Augustine, you definitely got to check it out. And like I said, tonight I am just walking down St. George. And again, you could go down all these streets. These are all historic streets. There's ghost tours, I mean, paranormal tours, history tour. There it is right there. Private tours, scavenger hunt tours. Oh, I can't even talk right tonight. Look at this. Oh my, look at this. Look at the street. Now here we go right here. This is the oldest wooden schoolhouse in St. Augustine, Florida. Okay, now I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but if you look up in that window, who is that up there? What is that? Oh, who are you? Who are you? Look at that. It's creepy as heck, man. There's a mannequin. Uh-oh. I think it moved. Maybe it did. I don't know. I think it moved. But it did. She did. She moved.
No, she didn't.
She moved. There's a mannequin. And she moved in the oldest wooden schoolhouse in St. Augustine. Go fish. But I'm not kidding. This is the vibe here. The vibe out here tonight is crazy. There's nobody walking around but us. Okay. About an hour until we get further down. Yeah. About an hour ago, there were some people walking around, but they were quitting. You know, it was quitting time for them. But yeah, like I said, I'm not doing anything else. I'm not walking down any of these roads down here. I'm not walking down anywhere else but St. George. That's the whole purpose of this video right here. Man, why can't I talk? You know what? I will be honest with you. I've been driving and I'm digging the moon up there. Okay? I will be honest with you. I've been driving since this morning. I'm making my way down to like the Melbourne area, okay, of Florida. I'm visiting my sons down there. Look at this. Little courtyard area back in there. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh my God, this is awesome. I'm telling you, man, if you guys aren't doing this kind of stuff, man, you really got to get out and do this stuff. You got to get out and venture, experience what things look like in the morning, at night. just whenever. It's just amazing. But I'm making my way down to the Melbourne area, and I pretty much drove all day. I mean, I've been stopping here and there at different places and stuff like that. You've been seeing the videos and stuff. But also, the Bloody Marys may have got me a little bit discombobulated. But I am tired. That being said, I am tired. Check this out. Just these different places. Look at this. Oh my goodness, man. This is crazy. Now again, I'll probably make another video in the area here. Because I'm actually staying here another day. And I'll probably go to Flagler College. I go to some of the churches around here and show you that. But I figured, you know what? My first night here, let me walk around when nobody else is walking, nobody else is up, and show you what St. George Street in the United States, the U.S.'s, perhaps the U.S. of A., America, the oldest city, has to offer this late at night, or this early in the morning, actually.
It's after midnight.
It is after midnight.
It is the morning.
I'm telling you, this is great. There's no cars allowed on this road at all. Now, okay, I was just looking, because I was looking at this earlier, the National Shrine, but it says no photo, or no. Oh, Saint Photo. I thought it said no photo. So Saint Fatita. I read that completely wrong. Okay, but yeah, look in there. Look at that. Is cool. That's awesome. And a lot of these homes here on the street have plaques, historical plaques. Oh, this is amazing. I'm serious. You do not know how cool this is walking at night when nobody else is out. But you know what? Who's the fool, right? You know what though? I'm telling you, if you don't experience anything and you're afraid of everything, what do you...
Palmetto bug.
Oh yeah, look at this. I'm gonna tell you what. Yeah, right here. Check this bug out.
You're afraid of that.
Palmetto bug. I'm telling you right now. Where were we? Yesterday. South of the border, South Carolina. In the room, I woke up. Well, I didn't. Well, I was editing a video, so I kind of did wake up. And I'm telling you, there was a huge palmetto bug. I did put it outside. I'm not into unaliving anything, so I did put it outside, but it was huge. Yeah, see this? A lot of plaques on the houses. Okay. Yeah, it's a totally different vibe when everybody is here, like, you know, all the tourists and stuff are here. Totally different vibe. And that's why I figured I'd walk down and show you what this looks like when no one's around. Oh man. Spanish moss trees. And right here, I know mustaches are a big thing right now, especially with the youngins, the young guns. Right here, it's a man craft. Right here, open 12 to 7. Right? Across the street, Pierre's Pub. Okay? Yeah. Like I said, I'm only walking down this street. You can go down to different corridors and stuff like that, but We're gonna check this street out completely. And I don't know if people live here or not. You know, obviously they used to. And then some guy down here earlier was talking about all his German and Polish history. He's still down there, but I don't hear him saying anything. There's the playables. Oh yeah, now I will say, now we're gonna get down into the nitty gritty. This is where we're gonna kind of have to watch ourselves, because there's some yeah, there's some, got these little courtyards here. When everything's open, you can chill out, you can relax with a drink, with maybe an old-fashioned, an old Manhattan, right? Bloody Mary, whatever you want. The Columbia restaurant. Yeah, everything's closed right now. I like the tile on that. Actually, there's separate tiles that make that up. But we'll walk down, and again, all these little corridors, they have the little paths. Now cars are allowed down here, okay? Cars are allowed down there. Cars are not allowed down here. Yeah, see that? They're all decorated.
Destination with Highlands. Very.
And here, I may go down here tomorrow. I may come here tomorrow if I can. This place is really super cool, super awesome. It's the Medieval Torture Collection. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this. Oh, this is great. This is great. Yeah, look, Medieval Torture Collection. I may come here tomorrow and check this out. You go in here, and if you go upstairs, that's where the museum is. But let me show you something. And sorry about maybe some of the fast footage, but I am using my phone. And look up there, let me get out of this light. If you look up there, look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. And if you come over here, I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if I showed you that. Right there. Yeah, it's one of the most haunted cities in the U.S. St. George's Row. Very cool shops coming down here. Or what was that? Oh, okay. I hear music still going. It must be like super cool. Oh, somebody's actually in there at the taco shop. Look at that. That must be super cold in there because it's all, it is open. That is open. Man, that's, you know what? That's like the only place. That's the only place that's open right now, man. How cool is that? St. George's Tavern. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, right? Red Pineapple Pizza Time, the Roosevelt Room over here. Gold City Cigars. Pizza Time. salty turtle. Now I've been looking at some of these buildings, and this one catches my eye here because that looks like a really old building right there, right? Look at that.
Appropriate for Souvenir City.
It is too. Look at the look at the little emblem right there, the little flag, or I think that's pretty awesome. Souvenir City. Wow. Yeah, we just walked all this way so far. Been walking for about, what, 19 minutes, 20 minutes? Look, what is this? Savannah Bee Company. Okay, this is cool. Look at this. Mead tastings, honey tastings, hot honey. Look at this. That is wild. You can actually taste honey and mead. Wow, that's cool. Look at this. You could actually buy the honey and the mead. That's cool. This one you can taste mead and honey. That's awesome. How cool is that? That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Another old building right here. Most of these buildings here that are down here are historical. Check this out. I think we got an electric car coming around here. Listen to it. Okay. So yeah, see how this is? The cars are allowed down these roads. Okay. But not down these ones. Steampunk trunk. What's in here? I don't even know if we can do any kind of window shopping down here. You can't really see anything. Maybe, let me see. Kind of in there. It's all steampunk stuff. That's cool. See, all these houses. 1750. Right? The shell shop. The Dr. Peck house. Which I am assuming is the one I was just looking at over there, yeah. Right there. Pause it. Read it. Everything is so historical here. Look at the lights. Oh man, this is so cool. Wow. Look at down there. Look at this. There must be a bunch of shops inside there if you keep going down the aisles right there. So, but there is music playing, so let me get the heck out of here so I don't get a claim. And you know what? I don't think it's open, but here's one of the churches I may go to, the Basilica. I may be going here tomorrow to show you guys inside there, which I think I will. Yeah, I don't think it's open. I don't think you could go in there right now. But we will check that out tomorrow. Very cool inside, actually. But let me walk to the end of this. And they do have trolley tours too. I guess if you come here and you want to do everything, you want to see anything, you want to do the whole historical tour and all the information, you know, that everybody has to offer. some of the tours would be a good thing to do. But I think it's overpriced, actually. But yeah, here was St. George Street. Right there is the sign, St. George. And then Cathedral Street, which, let me go show you the front of this. Again, I can't get in this till tomorrow. Yeah, the Basilica, the Cathedral Basilica of St. Augustine. And yeah, there's the plaque right there. And here it is right here, and I don't think we can get into it right now. Let me go look just for the heck of it though. I doubt it. Yeah, we can't get into there. Dang it. But we will try to go in here tomorrow. We'll get in there tomorrow, I think. All right, so I think that's the end of the video today. The whole purpose was actually to come out and venture St. George Street at night, and that's exactly what I did. We walked down the whole strip down to the Basilica, and a lot of cool stuff down here in St. Augustine. Very historic city. Actually, there's some shops over that way. There's some art shops and stuff like that. If you go up, there's some, I mean, there's houses that have like musket balls from the war, you know, because there's actually a fort, one of the oldest forts in the nation over here in St. Augustine. But I think that will do today's video. I wanted to get out. I wanted to come out, especially at night, to see what we could kind of feel, maybe experience or whatever. Earlier, there was actually a lot of more homeless people out and stuff like that. So I'm actually glad they weren't, because I didn't want to show that anyway, you know. But they are out here. Everywhere you go, they are. A lot of addiction out there as well. But you know, what do you do? But listen, I want to thank everybody for coming on today's adventure. If you're ever out in this area, wherever you are, experience, get out, whether it be early in the morning, late at night, those times where everybody's like afraid to do stuff. Get out there and do it, man. Experience it, see what's out there, talk to people, whatever it is. Just live life. Because it's pretty short, man. It's pretty short. But listen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel, leave a comment. I do read every single one of them. I appreciate everybody who supports this channel. Love you guys. And until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, Fed Malenge.